straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast. Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts now. Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in right here to the Tejano Time Podcast. And I've got a special guest today right here, another episode right here. So happy Monday to each and every one of you guys out there that are taking the time to check out the show. And for those of you that are already logging in right now, don't forget to share the live, guys, all right? I would like to welcome to the show for the very first time here on the Tejano Time Podcast. San Antonio, Texas is in the house today, all right? So I would like to welcome, again, she's been on my radio show in the past, and a great artist and great music and whatnot, but let's bring her aboard right now. Crystal Torres, welcome to the Tejano Time Podcast. How are you?
Hello, hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to have you aboard. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Cielo Entertainment, all right, as well. Big shout out to Cielo Entertainment for making it possible as well. También, we're going to get started here. Crystal Torres is with us here on the show. And again, guys, for everybody that's out there watching as well on Tejano TV también, all right? So thank you guys over in TV land as well. This got us tuned in as well. Crystal Torres, my guest here, San Antonio, Texas. You're born and raised from San Antonio, no?
Actually, I was born in Kansas
Wow.
and raised in Iowa. So, yeah, Midwest. But my mom is from Odessa, Texas. So that's where all the Tejano comes into play. So my mom's family has been in Texas for many, many years. So that's where the Texas roots are.
From over in West Texas, Odessa, around that area.
Mm-hmm.
So being in San Antonio right now, how long have you been in San Antonio?
I have been here almost 15 years. So pretty much,
a little bit,
almost 10 more years, and I will have been here longer than I ever lived in Iowa growing up. So, yeah.
Okay, not bad. So, again, being in San Antonio for the past 15 years, how did San Antonio influence your music and cultural identity? Again, you've been in the music business for a while. You've got some music under your belt.
Yeah, I've been in the industry 10 years now, so it has definitely flown by. San Antonio has always been an integral part of my life. Growing up in Iowa, raised on Tejano music with my mom, would always listen to, Selena and Emilio and Jay Perez and La Mafia and Shelly Lares, and of course the old school greats, Little Joe, Sonny Osuna, Ruben Ramos. I fell in love with San Antonio at a very, very young age. And so I can remember, visiting spring break, 96, I was 13, and saying, I'm going to live in San Antonio one day. And so I even have a picture. I'll have to find it and post it on my Facebook later. It's me with sunglasses and a Selena t-shirt, and I'm walking in Market Square. But I fell in love with Tejano music and always wanted to live here. And so it's a very, very integral piece or part of my music identity.
Definitely. And what made you? I know you have. I'm sure you have big influences in the industry that made it to say, "What I gotta do this. This is something I want to do." 10 years ago, who was one of your biggest musical influences that you had?
I would definitely say growing up, my biggest influences were definitely Selena, Linda Ronstadt, and Shelly Lares.
Okay.
And so just very, very influenced by their music. And I've been singing since I was a toddler, really, Gloria Estefan, Janet Jackson. And so I don't know, I just had been singing since I was a little girl. And I guess it was really Selena, that really, put that I guess, bug
Right.
in my ear, and I identified with her because growing up in Iowa, you can imagine. I know I'm lighter skinned, but like back home, I was dark. And so I didn't really know anybody like me. And so I see this, beautiful brown skin goddess singing, and I'm like, who's that? And just really fell in love with her music. And I really think that that's the whole reason why I wanted to move to San Antonio in the first place. So since I was
Wow.
15 years old, I had been telling people I'm going to move to San Antonio. I'm going to win a Tejano Music Award, and I'm gone. And
Mm.
so, luckily,
Wow.
was able to fulfill both of those, and still
Yes.
here.
It's still here,
It's a
still doing
very
your
very
thing.
hard industry,
Oh yeah.
but I'm still trucking.
Yeah, very much so. Being a female artist in the industry, what kind of obstacles have you overcome as a female artist? I mean, it's not easy, and it never has been until this day. I'm sure there's some doors that get shut or some that open, but I mean, tell me about that experience as a
Yeah,
female artist.
it's really tough as a female. I'm not gonna lie. And when I first moved here, it was interesting in the fact that there was a manager of a very well-known band, and I met, to just kind of glean more information about the industry and how to get started and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
And mind you, at that point in time, I was way skinnier than I am now. I've had kids, it affects our weight, whatnot. And I was like, I want to say like a size 6'8", which is not big. And I remember this manager telling me, "You're too big to make it in the industry, but I'd still sleep with you." And I was like, "What?"
What the
Like,
hell?
yeah. And
But
so it's things like that I have to
yeah,
deal with,
you
and
have to
and a
deal with.
lot of my fellow female artists have had to deal with. It's very sexist, and we have to put up with, comments that are, we don't want to hear that. We're just
Right.
trying to make it in the
Yeah,
industry.
exactly.
Or we've been told, it sounds okay, but we'd rather hear a male band.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to hear a female sing, and so it's just comments like that we have to deal with, that make it that much more difficult. You definitely have to have a thick skin to make it in this industry, and
Right.
still 10 years later, I there's still things that make me cry and hurt my feelings and stuff. It's a very very tough industry, and you just have to keep going, no
Yeah.
matter what anything anybody tells you, so
Right, right. Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's definitely true. And being that I mean, I was going to say a male dominated industry, but I mean it's not even that isn't even a topic anymore, you know what I mean? There's a lot of males out there, but there's more females I believe right now that are just coming out of, right field, left field, center field, wherever you want to call it, but there's a lot of female and a lot of talented female artists out there as well in the industry. So it's not like, you know,
Right, yeah.
this no, it's not like that anymore. You know what I mean? It's different, totally different from what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of female artists that are out there. Let's get to some of the comments right quick, Crystal, that we got here. uh we got Borao Lopez Jr. He says here, hello, Miss Crystal
Hello.
Torres, watching the show. Saludos, thank you for watching the show. Lily Rendon también.
Awesome.
Albert Miranda is watching on our YouTube channel as well. Hey,
Oh,
Crystal Torres.
cool.
Yes. Saludos, Albert Miranda. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Geneva is on as well. Saludos,
Oh, hi,
amigos. So proud of you.
Geneva.
Yes, she's proud of you. Hola, Keith.
She's awesome. Her
It's
EP just
amazing.
came out last week. It's really, really good. I don't know if you've had a chance to listen to it, but if you
Not,
haven't,
I
definitely
have,
go take a listen.
I have to take a listen to it. We had her on the show not too long ago. I mean, and she did mention it to me as well. She was excited about it, and this first single that we have is doing well as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, I got to take a listen to that. Saludos, Geneva. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. Mr. Juan Mendoza from Tejano TV. Saludos from Tejano TV. He says.
Hello.
Yes, and everybody that's watching out there in Tejano TV land as well. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. And Mr. Jody, what do we got? Jody Serna. I'm not sure who that is there, but yes, rock on. Good deal. All right.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. But Crystal's here on the show today, and she's got a new track that's out, a new single that's out that we're going to get to in a little bit. We got some behind the scenes footage as well. I guess the video that
Yes.
she's going to be releasing very, very soon. And what's the release date on the video?
I have no idea.
No.
I need to figure that within the next 2 weeks for sure. Yes,
Okay.
it's being worked on. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And Que culpa tiene el alcohol, right? So it's the name of the
Yes.
song that she's got out right now. But the video, again, like the single is already out. It's being played over the radio and whatnot. And she's on quite a few charts as well. It's starting to chart, so that's a great thing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm
And
super
like she
excited.
said, yeah, and you should be. You should be. So the song again is I mean, the video will clip, but we'll get to it in a few minutes once we play the tune. We'll play the track, and then we will get to the some of the footage that we had there during the making of the video, some behind the scenes before,
Behind the scenes.
yeah, in just a little bit right here. But we'll get a couple more questions here. If you guys out there that are listening or that are watching, they're viewing the show tonight, the Tejano Time podcast, if you have any questions for Crystal, feel free to drop them in the comments box. As to just to drop a question or two for her, and as to be professional about it. Okay, guys.
Yes.
Definitely, and she'll be more than happy to answer your questions and whatnot. And so, again, going back, can you share a memorable performance that you've had in the past that's just that marks your journey? I mean, right now in the music, that just stood out, basically.
I definitely think Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta 2022. It was kind of a full circle moment for me. Shelly Lettuce was in charge of doing Women of Tejano Showcase that year.
Okay.
And so she chose me, Demi Garcia, she chose Monica Salivar, and Sonia de la Paz. And we got to go over there, and they treated us like rock stars. You know, we had, the shuttle pick us up from the airport and take us to the hotel and, shuttle us to
Nice.
the performance and whatnot. But it was full circle moment because, as I mentioned earlier, she was a big influence to me musically growing up. And I remember when I finally decided that I wanted to do music professionally, I was 17. I was a senior in high school. And there was a local nonprofit called Latinos Unidos back home. And I called up the president and I said, can you give me, no, I don't even think I asked, can you? I said, give me 30 minutes. I'm going to perform. And she did it. She gave me 30 minutes. And so I had 30 minutes to perform. And it was the 16 de Septiembre celebration, first ever in Des Moines. And I performed in front of a couple thousand, I think. And it was Shelly Lattis, Selena songs, and I think a couple Leanne Rhyme songs because, I sing country too. And so it was really full circle because I remember going off to college and, blaring Shelly Lattis. It was the album that Mil Besos was on. And I remember just blaring it in my dorm room and singing. And somebody knocked on the door and they said, what album, who is that singing? And it was just me singing along with the album. And I'm like, oh, I sing. And so it was like, wow, I can remember 20 years ago listening to her in my college dorm room. Fast forward 20 years and I was chosen to go perform, as part of her showcase at Mexican Fiesta. So it will definitely stand out in my memory. It wasn't my best performance because I got really super emotional and I started crying and it affected my vocals. And I remember being so upset with myself after the fact, but it was just a really emotional full circle moment that I will carry, with me for the rest of my life. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's not. It was a performance, but it was again Milwaukee. Yeah, so they have a lot of love for Tejanos over there.
They do, and it was cool because I did have a few college friends that drove out to see me perform, and I had some family in the audience, so it was really awesome.
Wonderful, amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Right there. So did you get any footage from that?
No.
No.
I think there were some people that had, there
I'm
were
sure
some people that went live. there is footage on Facebook if you look for it. But
Yeah, I'm sure
personally, it was such a whirlwind of a weekend, and I'm horrible
mm,
about documenting anything. So yeah, in my mind.
all right. We got, let's see. Hello, Crystal. That's somebody over on our, I'm sorry, what is it? The YouTube. Ford
Oh,
Muscle.
cool.
Luis. Yeah. Hello, Crystal. He's there.
Cool.
And he says, so let's see. He got another question. It's, wow, that was so cool that you listened to that song over the years. I'm not sure what song.
I think it means mil besos.
Mil besos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
You
I
were
still
giving
perform it as part of my set list.
your
So
set list. Cool.
hmm
Amazing. And we got Mary Garcia says, good evening, Keith, Leal, and Crystal Torres. Greetings from Arlington, Texas. We love you here, Crystal. You are my favorite artist. I love Tres
Aw.
Palabras. That song is very special to me.
Hi, Mary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
There you go. There you go. Come to Arlington, Texas, she says.
I will
There you go.
definitely try.
All right. And Miss Amanda Gonzalez says, hey, Hermosa, love your new song.
Thank you. Love her voice.
Yes, she's got an amazing voice there and
She
doing great
does.
thing. Trying to, again, another artist out there that's, trying to just, do her thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's doing very well. She's starting to start a chart as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning into the show as well. So again, my guest here is Crystal Torres, ladies and gentlemen, from San Antonio, Texas. Well, she's not born and raised there. We found that out tonight. Yeah.
I might as well just claim it now,
Yeah, claim it. Why not? So, and she's got a new track, okay, that's out, a new single. It's doing great things for her right now. Let's go ahead and just play the song so we can get these guys that are in there, I mean, everybody that's tuned in, I know they're waiting for it. Saludos, Keith and Crystal from Alex Villarreal. Thank you, Alex. Watching the show as well. So, tell me a little bit about the song before we play it, Crystal. ¿Qué culpa tiene el alcohol?
Yeah, it is. I really hope, I've put it out in the universe. I hope it's like Duele 2024. It's a drinking song that you're going to want to listen to with your girlfriends if you're, going through heartache or, you've been betrayed. What was really cool is that the writers, one of the writers, Eduardo Gonzalez, is actually out of Mazatlan, Sonora, Mexico. He found me on Instagram and he's like, I really like your voice. I would love if you sang one of my songs. And I'm like, wow, cool, And so he sent me, probably like 10 songs, and Que culpa tiene el alcohol was one of them. And I didn't identify with it when it was sent to me. But some things happened in my life and I'm like, wow, like this really hits. I need to sing this song. And so luckily it was still available. Eduardo Gonzalez and Gerardo Benitez wrote it. I've tagged them on Instagram. So if any Tejano artists are in need of songs, I've already given Eduardo the heads up. The only thing is that he only speaks in Spanish. So if you need a translator, I can help. But really, really awesome songwriters in Mexico. And it's really cool because he's really only done songs for like banda artists over in Mexico.
Really? Okay.
And so in thinking of who I wanted to produce the song, there was only one or two people that I could think of. El Güero is one of my family friends, and he is actually a Latin Grammy-winning banda singer. He had a band earlier in I think it was around 2010, El Güero y su Banda Centenario. And he did really, really well for himself. And he's local in San Antonio now. And his wife is one of my best friends. And so I talked to him about the song and I said, I would love for you to produce it. What do you think? And so he teamed up with Carlos Alvarez, who they just won the Latin Grammy for Juan Trevino last fall.
Okay, yes.
So really, wonderful powerhouse duo. And I told them I have a lot of mariachi influences, but I want it to be kind of norteño too. And so it's a mariacheño. And so
Okay.
they came up with, the production and arrangement, and I could not be happier with it. I really love it. And so it's a song that really puts you in your feelings. And I hope, people drink to it and, just
Yeah,
enjoy.
enjoy. Yeah, for sure. Well, here we go. Here's the finished product. If you guys haven't heard her new track, it's here. It's now. It's going to be right here for you guys to play. And we'll be back also after that to talk a little bit about the video and stuff like that and some behind the scenes footage as well. All right. So you guys stay close. Check this out right now. And don't forget, you can get this song. It's available also on all digital platforms. So go out there and add it to your playlist.
Tiene el alcohol, porque me piden que deje hasta el tequila. ¿Acaso él me falló, me engañó? Claro que no. Aquí el único culpable siempre ha sido el amor. ¿Qué quieren que haga? En mis planes no estaba su traición, y ahora resulta que la bebida es un error. ¿Qué culpa tiene el alcohol? A ver, dígame entonces cómo carajos lo olvidó. Si ya intenté de todo y nada más no superó sus besos. Otro hasta me río de su engaño. El alcohol me ha ayudado, por eso de una vez les aclaro que si me ven con la botella no es porque sea borracha. Yo tomo para olvidarme de este perro sentimiento. Y de eso qué culpa tiene el alcohol. ¿Qué quieren que haga? Si en mis planes no estaba su traición, y ahora resulta que la bebida es un error. ¿Qué culpa tiene el alcohol? Díganme cómo carajos lo olvidó. Si ya intenté de todo y nada más no superó sus besos, pero con un trago tras otro hasta me río de su engaño. El alcohol me ha ayudado, por eso de una vez les aclaro que si me ven con la botella no es porque sea borracha. Yo tomo para olvidarme de este perro sentimiento. Y de eso qué culpa tiene el alcohol.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was it right there. That was the finished product.
Yay!
Amazing song right there, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought about it as well. You can let her know. She'd love to hear your feedback on that jam right there, on that song. And we got some bonus footage. But again, the song is out, guys. It's already out on radio and whatnot, and available to stream. Add it on your playlist or whatnot. All digital platforms. So go out there and get your favorite. Go out there and stream it. Again, go out there and purchase the song. It's only about $1.99 or something like that. Add it
I think
to
it's
your list, guys.
$1.29.
There you go. $1.29.
or free on Spotify if you have the membership.
If you have, yes, exactly. There you go. So check it out. Search Crystal Torres, and not just that song. We do a lot of her other favorites, so it'll pop up as well. If you're not familiar with that, let's see what we got right quick on the. Some of these guys are living right there. Let's see, Mr. Ricky Duran. Saludos, my brother. Thank you for tuning in, Ricky. We also got Yolanda Gonzalez Aldaco también. Saludos, Keith and Crystal Torres, watching
Hello.
Midwest. Very nice song, and she says, her voice is amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of different because in the beginning of the song, like originally when we started to record it, it was really low, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like I don't really use my lower register, so it didn't sound right. But Wedo is wonderful in the studio and was like, okay, let's play with it around, and what you heard was the final product. But yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Love it. Amanda Gonzalez says, love
Yay.
it. And what a jam, Mr. Luis there, 97 here over on YouTube says, wow, that jam was so good, Crystal. He says,
Thank you.
And Ricky also says, jamtastic.
I love his hashtags.
Yes, Ricky boy. Saludos, Ricky. And we got Antonio Vega también, beautiful voice, says.
Thank you.
Amazing artist. And he's actually a good friend of ours over from Midwest, TejanoExplosion.com, out over in the Midwest area. So if I'm sure he has received your new single, if I'm not mistaken. If you haven't, Antonio, let me know, okay? And we'll definitely make sure that y'all get that single out there.
Yes.
So for sure. So let's go and take a look at the bonus pick, but let's talk a little bit about that before we throw that in there right quick. We got about 14 seconds of some behind the scenes for the video from her latest song right now that's out again. So before we get to that little piece right there, the video is already wrapped up, right?
Yes. So it was about 2 weeks ago that we shot it, and I wanted to play around, artistically, and I realized a lot of independent artists, not just in the Tejano genre, but outside of the Tejano genre, will utilize their iPhones or shoot their own content. And so I was talking to my graphic designer, and I said, if I shoot the video on my iPhone, are you able to like extract and put like presets, as far as like filters over the video, add lyrics, things like that? He's like, I can do anything to the video. You just have to film it. And so he was able to show me where we could put it, in, was it 4K? I think it was 4K. We filmed it in 4K and just kind of played around with, the settings on it. And so I didn't even know what the cinematic setting was in your phone when you bring up the camera. And so I learned that. So just kind of playing around with, things, and my husband has like the handheld camera thing so that it's steady. And so we were like, okay, we can play around with that. So he has a disc golf podcast, and so he has a lot of filming equipment and lights and things like that. And so we just wanted to kind of do it ourselves this time. And so I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Yes, I mean, again, it's something new. There's a lot of people that are doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the phones are just way ahead of a lot of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, the camera work is all that, but I mean, if you can, it's a video, it's 3 minutes, you're not shooting a movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're shooting a song, a video. So,
yeah.
And the quality is just so amazing on some of these phones. It's just outstanding. I mean, talking 4K, I mean, it's good. It's some great stuff. And I've done a few things in mine. And like I said, didn't even know actually my phone had all this other stuff that it can do. And my brother's like, you dumbass, you know what I mean? So I was like, dude, I don't have the time to even play around with my phone, So I mean, it's like I don't pay attention to all that kind of stuff. But now I know. I didn't know then, but now I know a lot of great things that it can do. And so we're gonna get to that piece right there. But let's see. TDK wants to say hello as well. We love you, Crystal.
Oh, hi. The
Sabrina,
Dancing King.
Yes, the Tejano Dance King. Yes, del Mero Monte. And Sabrina Hernandez. Hello, Sabrina. Thank you
Hello.
for watching. And of course, Mr. Luis says he loves your voice as well. So good thing, good deal.
Yay.
So let's get that clip right quick so that way we can get these guys here a little motivated for when the video drops in a couple of weeks or so. Well, she doesn't have a date yet, so guys. So just again,
it will be within 2 weeks. Yeah,
2 weeks,
if not sooner.
Follow her on her social media pages, though. That way you guys will stay informed as to when the video will drop, because I'm sure she will post it as well and let you know. All right, so let's take a look at this little clip right quick, and we'll be right back in 14 seconds. Wow, nice.
And it will not have, Metallica in the
No.
back.
I was getting into it. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Yeah,
We
but
went
the
to
quality.
a local bar that I
Yeah,
like to frequent next to my best friend's salon. So luckily the owner was okay with us shooting. So we
cool.
just went and drank and filmed.
Filmed. Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. Well, we can't wait for the video now. We're definitely looking forward to it. So again, you guys, if you're not following Crystal Torres, look her up. What social media handles do you have on? Where are you at on all those?
Yeah. So on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, it's at Crystal Torres Tejano. On Snapchat, it's at Crystal One Torres. Also on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Crystal One Torres. And I think that's really all the social media that I use. I don't know. My son makes fun of me. He's like, "You're old. You don't even know what's cool anymore." So I'm like, well, sorry.
Right. Yeah, you get that a lot as you grow older. I try to be on everything, but it's tough too to juggle so many of them. And, Instagram to me it was a thing years ago, but now it's more of there's just a lot of robots on there now.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So pretty much. So I don't really pay too much attention to it if I don't have to. So we have another video that we wanted to share with everybody out there as well. And this is one of our older songs. Not too old, but it's still a great song. And it was a song that did very well for her as well. El Uno para el Otro was another song right now. Estilo mariachi. You know what I mean? It was still another good song. But
honestly, I think that was my first #1.
Yeah.
That ever.
Was, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 4 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we have it for everybody out there. And again, you gain you probably have some viewers that are going to be watching tonight that are seeing your videos for the first time. Some of them have, some of them have not. And listen to your new track as well. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. So if they haven't, it's gonna be a first time for a lot of people out there. Again, this, like she said, 4 years ago this song was out and it was #1, hit #1. Again, for those of you out there that are not familiar with it, check it out, man. It's some great stuff, man. Great music as well. Crystal Torres, right? It doesn't get any better than that. So we're gonna play this video and then we're gonna come back here with some more questions for Crystal. Let us know what you think about this one as well, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Tejano Time Podcast with Crystal Torres.
Sylvia, we met 45 years ago and we thought we would fall in love. We were just kids when everything seemed so right. All of a sudden, your family left town and moved without any notice due to your dad's job. We lost touch, and 45 years later, God blessed me by bringing you back into my life. When I saw you again, you brought light to my life. You brought that hope that was lost in my life back. You brought me happiness. I lost you once, and I won't lose you again. Somos el uno para el otro.
Los dos miramos este mismo cielo. Los dos tenemos corazón al lado izquierdo, ese que late fuerte cuando yo te veo. Somos el uno, el para el otro, porque tú y yo el mismo aire respiramos. ¿Cómo negarlo si el planeta que habitamos se llama igual y a veces que no tienes que dudarlo? Somos el uno, el para el otro, y aunque lo dudes, destinado está lo nuestro. ¿No te das cuenta que yo soy
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another video right there from Crystal Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in right now over on Tejano TV as well. So the viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning into Tejano Time Podcast with your host, Keith Leal. My guest tonight, Crystal Torres, sharing her new music, doing a little tour right now. She's probably going to kick off one that's she needs to. If you haven't, I'm sure
Yes.
you are.
Yes, we're in talks, Myra and I. So I think definitely this summer I'll be making the rounds.
There
So
you go. That's
yeah,
amazing to share, the love with the music and then get in there and get in. The video should be coming out pretty soon too, so that'd be a great thing for you as well, to go out there and share it with everybody out there in
yes.
different parts of Texas and why not, Ricky has, let's see what we got here. How do you go about selecting your material? I respect that you don't feel the need to overflood single after single.
You know what's funny is if I had the budget, I probably would overflood. But I love lyrics. I recently started writing in English. I've
Okay.
co-written a Spanish song before that came out when my daughter was born with Jose Rosario Gonzalez, who's a part of Shelly's team.
Hmm.
We wrote Mi Niña Bonita for my daughter when I was pregnant with her. I'm still learning song structure and whatnot, but the lyrics really, really speak to me when selecting material. I really need to feel like I identify with it, only for the fact that if I don't, then how can I put the emotion, into it
Right.
when I'm singing it? And so there's only one song that I can think of at the top of my head, and I will not name it, that I can think like, wow, I really did not sing that with any emotion whatsoever. And I can tell. And when I tell people that and we're listening to the song, they're like, oh, I can hear it now,
I can hear
but I
it.
definitely feel like I need to have experienced it and able to
Hmm.
sing it and put the emotion behind it. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how I like to pick songs.
Well, there you go, Ricky. I hope that
Yeah.
answers your question.
Yeah.
Ricky, yes. Thank you so much for that comment right there. Mary Garcia también says again, you have a beautiful voice, Crystal Torres.
Thank you, Mary.
Wonderful,
She's
guys.
she's
So
always sharing my music on social media, so I appreciate that.
it's amazing, amazing. Mary Garcia, thank you so much for watching the show tonight. We appreciate you for taking the time as well. Crystal, so right now you're waiting on the video. The video's going to be out very
Yes.
soon. The single's already out. Songwriting, you do any songwriting yourself, or is that something you don't want
In
to take up?
Spanish, I used to be fluent in Spanish. When I moved here, I thought, oh, I'm going to be speaking Spanish all the time. And really, nobody my age or younger really speaks it. And so if you don't use it, you lose it. And so I'll be speaking to, friends or family, and, I'll say something wrong, and my mom and I will just crack up laughing. She's like, what did you just say? And I'm like, oh, that was wrong. Like, I remember one time I was at Weddle and my best friend Anais, they had a party, and I'm talking to their relatives, and we were going to go to Iowa because my husband plays disc golf. And I was like, oh, es que mi esposo va a jugar en un tornado. And I'm like, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait, no, torneo. I'm all telling them he's going to go play in a tornado.
Tornado.
Oh, Lord. So I have moments like that a lot where I'm like, I think that I'm speaking,
Yeah.
the Spanish correctly, or, I'll forget how to conjugate a verb. I'm like,
Hmm.
tenses and all that other stuff. So I can write it. I feel like my written Spanish is a lot better than my speaking now, but
Mhm.
I'm still trying to find people that want to co-write with me because I don't feel 100% confident in writing a whole song. But I have yet to find my community here in San Antonio that want to write. So if you write songs and you're fluent in Spanish, I don't want no Tex-Mex. Hit me up. So,
Right.
but I am very lucky, that I've had wonderful songwriters, in the past. When I was recording my debut album, Gilbert Velasquez had a plethora of writers, and I didn't have to worry about that. And then as I started making my voice and kind of gaining that musical reputation, I was very fortunate to attract songwriters. And so, like I said, Eduardo Gonzalez and Gerardo Benitez in Mazatlan, they've written some really great things, and I have some really awesome songs coming up. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
So really, really excited about that. And like I said, if you need any songs, Tejano artists, I did tag them on Instagram, so feel free to reach out.
There you go for everybody out there that's looking for some tunes.
Yeah.
That'll be the way to go right there. So
I'm not a gatekeeper. I love to share. So
yeah.
It's hard for us all. So
and there she is right there.
Oh, Myra. Mwah.
Yes.
Love her.
Saludos, Myra D. Tuned into the show, and Mr. Lopez here says, "Happy late Mother's Day to Miss Crystal Torres."
Thank you. Which is funny because that video that we just saw, El Uno para el Otro, my son is the young one with the basketball. So funny story about the video. We had all the actors and actresses picked out for the video, and it's fall 2020. Of course, there was an emergency with COVID. And so we had to scrap all the actors and actresses that we had and kind of just use the people in our immediate circle so that we wouldn't, get sick. And so luckily my son agreed to play the young boy love interest in that. And then my sister-in-law and my niece were the mom and the younger girl. And then we had just people that we knew so that we wouldn't cause a COVID outbreak. So that was really, really interesting filming, with masks and kind of, distancing so that nobody got sick and whatnot. So we kind of had to film in spurts so that we didn't have a lot of people. And so that was a really, really interesting
video production
time.
to do. Time to do that. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But you got it done, and it was well
done. We did.
Yes.
So
awesome, amazing. So, in the future, right now you have a new single out. Is that going to be something that you're going to do? Plan to put together maybe an EP? You got any collabs in the works with anybody, or somebody that you want to collab with right now?
No collabs, but if there are any artists out there that want to collab with me, I'm always open to it. I've really only done a couple in the past. Estilo was the last one that asked me. I don't know, like people, I would love to collab with anybody who wants to collab with me. So putting that out there. But
yes, Mary says that too as well. Crystal, who would be your dream artist to collab with?
Oh, wow. It would be cool to collaborate with Grupo Frontera, but that's kind of like wishful thinking. I think they're only like high, artists right now. So, Grupo Frontera would be really, really cool to collab with. So, yeah.
Amazing. Yes.
But, yeah. So
that would be,
as far as EP, I have one more song right now with my other producer, Anthony Perez, to finish one EP. And so El Amor que Siento por Ti, El Uno para el Otro, the norteño version. We have Un Día a la Vez. We have another song that has yet to be recorded. So one more song. And then what was the other song? I don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me, but one more song left to record within the next couple of weeks, and that EP will be done. And then I have the one that I'm planning with Weddle. So fingers crossed, at least one EP this year, and for sure another one next year. And then on top of that, my country EP will be ready by spring 2025.
Nice.
Yeah.
And going back to that. Okay, well, Beatriz, we'll get some of the comments down there in a minute. It's La Diva. It's about Beatriz Rojas también.
Yes, that's show. My girlfriend. I love her.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. And let's see. Saludos, Stevie D. He's watching the show as well. Stevie D in the All-Star
Saludos,
cast.
Keith, not Crystal.
Yeah, not Crystal. What's up with that, Stevie D?
It's all good.
Let's see. We got. This is what Beatriz said. Martina McBride. LOL.
Oh, I love her. Yes, Yeah.
That'd be something to.
Yeah, she's amazing. I think it would be awesome too. Trisha Yearwood. So my country producer is actually Trisha Yearwood's musical director, and he
Wow.
also plays guitar for Garth Brooks. So fingers
Wow.
crossed, I will get to meet them someday. So we'll
Someday, right?
see.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Be pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go, Crystal.
Hello.
Stevie D says, "Saludos, Crystal." He says, "Hey," and I'm not sure why he says individual. I guess he's just he's putting them one at a time. There we go. I'm thinking that's what he's trying to say. It says, "Hey, Orlando Cano can play accordion." Orlando Cano, what's up? I don't know who he's talking about. I guess that's somebody there with might be somebody from Frontera. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't personally know those guys.
Who
So
knows? Grupo Frontera's new album just came out a couple days ago. Have you heard
Yes,
that?
I did.
It's awesome.
Haven't heard it, but I just actually was looking earlier on social media. I saw it come across that it was
It's
out
got
already.
like a variety of different sounds. It's really, really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to check it out. I have to
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
You'll like it.
Yeah. So Stevie D says, he says, I was actually correcting the spelling on Keith's name.
Sound good.
And then he says, I didn't mean it like that at all. Krista is cooler than you, Keith. LOL, joking. We're having a great old time here. Yes. So a duet with Isela, is that what she says here? It will be a great memory.
My daughter, you know what's funny is that my kids have perfect pitch, but they will not sing for anybody. Like they'll sing around the house, but like you ask them to sing in front of people, they don't want to. And they
don't want to.
Like they love music, but like my husband and I try not to push them, to like learn an instrument or to sing or anything like that, because then they're just going to end up hating music. But fingers crossed, one day we'll see.
Yeah, you never know. And you're right. You don't like to again pushing him. My son, I never did push him to actually, and this is like one of my biggest bitches and gripes, or however you want to put it, of educating the youngsters, you know what I mean, about the Tejano music and your culture and all that other stuff. And my son knows, and I just let him take his time doing it, because again, he's into rock and roll and all that other stuff. But one day he calls me up and he says, "Hey, Dad, send me some of that Tejano music."
Oh,
it's like, what? Yeah, some of that stuff. Just send me some of the good stuff. You know what's good, right? I said, well, to me, everything is good. Music is music. Except for what do you call that other stuff? Well, we're not going to get to the topics on that other stuff. But anyhow,
oh, okay.
But well, that's something we'll talk about after the show. But anyhow,
okay.
But anyhow, so I was like, okay, well, cool. And that surprised the hell out of me. And that's not something I'm going to push on him. If he doesn't want to do it or he don't want to listen to it, then okay, I'm good with it. But I'm still gonna, hey, son, hey, and I'll sometimes when he's with me or we're riding along in the car or whatnot, I'll turn it up. You know what I mean? He's old now. He's married, but sometimes we're together. It's like turn it up the radio, and it's like, remember this band here, son? When you were younger, when you were like 8 or 9, and he's like, and he'll know. He's like, oh yeah, La Sombra, or he'll just mention whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah. So he knows the music. He just never really took the time to get into it.
Yeah.
And I'm still not pressuring him, but I don't want to. Like you said, I don't want to make them do something they don't want to do or turn
right.
But he came along that road, and it was exciting. I was excited about it, so that's a good thing.
My goal is like to make music that they'll want to listen to, because in my early stuff, like my kids hate it, and so like with Que Culpa Tiene el Alcohol, like I heard my son singing it the other day, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm onto something, and they like obviously to dance and stuff, so they like Y Que Pasó, which is like a cumbia and stuff. Right. So just trying to find like different things that they like, Vanita Leo just came out with a song. I think it was like a week and a half ago. And I showed it to my daughter, and it kind of reminded her of Ariana Grande. And she was like, this is really cool. So I'm like, okay, got to experiment with sounds, which I think is why Grupo Frontera is so popular.
Exactly.
Because they're playing with different sounds. They're making it modern,
Yeah. And we have to go that route, what I mean? At least try, what I mean? and some other artists out there. I mean, they're making it happen, but just go with it. A lot of people you're still going to get, oh, it's not Tejano, oh, it's not
Yeah.
Tejano, but it just do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Mr. Stevie D says, "Suerte, Crystal. Hope to see you on the road soon."
Hope so. We'll see. Right now, I am I'm performing with Leo y Tentacion. Shout out to Leo. But as far as my Tejano band, I really haven't been performing with them just because it's so hard as a female to get bookings and stuff. So I think once the country album is done, I'll be primarily performing country, and I'll perform Tejano here and there. But yeah, hope to see you on the road too.
Definitely. Stevie D, I'm gonna hit you up after the show as well, my brother. Definitely. And Beatriz says every song has a story and a meaning. Yeah,
Definitely.
Very, very definitely. Just like you said, your song there that your latest single. Yep. So again, everybody that's out there that's tuned into the show tonight, we definitely appreciate you. My guest tonight, Crystal Torres here. We're talking about her new music that she's got out, her new single. The video is going to be out, ladies and gentlemen, very, very soon. Follow her Facebook page, okay?
Yes.
Or that's probably your go-to spot, right, on social media.
It is, and my son makes fun of me for that too. He's like, nobody. He says only boomers use Facebook, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not that old.
Yeah, I get that. We get that a lot. It's just the way it is. But I mean, I don't know. I've tried to do other platforms. It's just
Well, it's just really hard as far as I'm not a social media guru, and I've just kind of winged it through the years. But Instagram, I still don't understand the algorithms or the hashtags to get more followers. I've kind of stayed stagnant the past year and a half, 2 years with followers, and so I'm that's kind of one of my goals this year is to grow on that.
Grow your social media.
And then with TikTok, my music stuff just tanks, but when I'm silly, that's what does better. So I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
I guess people like
one day I'll learn.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got to make a fool out of ourselves for someone to like it. You know what I mean? So, in a good way, not in a bad way, but it's just people. It's a thing now today. These days. So yeah, why not? TikTok is there for that reason. So go out there and do it while you can. Hopefully, it still continues to stay around for some time. And they don't.
Yeah, we'll
take it away.
Take it away.
Yeah. So. Again, you have no shows lined up as of right now, but again, you're performing with the Leo y Tentacion.
With Leo Tentacion, I do have a few shows this month and throughout the summer. So if you want to see me perform, stay tuned to my socials. It'll be up there. So yeah,
good deal.
Luckily, he lets me perform my originals. So we have a great show planned, and it's just really fun to get out there and perform and meet people. I think performing with him, I'm open to audiences that I've never been open to before, and people are coming to my social media and finding out who I am, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. Yep. And this song right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to flash it up one more time on the screen so that way you guys go out there and get it, download it, okay? Add it to your playlist. Available on all digital platforms. Que culpa tiene el alcohol, okay? Crystal Torres is her name, all right? So again, go out there, add it to your playlist while you can, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have your favorite platform. Just go out there, search Crystal Torres. Doesn't get any better than that, all right? So, Crystal, again, I appreciate you taking the time to join me here on the show tonight. Always great talking to you. Always, whether it be in studio, whether it's, like this, it's amazing. So just a great thing. And a big shout out to Myra D for allowing this to make it possible.
Thank you, Myra. Yes.
Good deal. So again, we'll hope to cross paths again with you very, very soon. So, keep doing what you're doing. And we're definitely going to wait on the EP. We're going to wait on the video as well. So, it comes out. I'm sure you'll be back again with the next single or the next, video and whatnot. And, well, next time you're on, we'll have the video as well. So we can share that with everybody out there. And you have a YouTube channel?
I do. I think it's Crystal Torres Tejano, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So She does have one, guys. Okay, she had to dig it out, but she does have it.
I do. I'm horrible about that too. I hardly use it. I mean, I upload like videos and whatnot when I have them, but
so yeah, cool. Well, and the new one should be up when it is and uploaded as well, so y'all can check it out there as well. Let me see if I missed any comments before we head on out. I know there's a couple here that is showing here. Let's see. I'm going to DJ. Okay, that's good luck, Crystal, and everything you do. Love you, Mary Garcia.
Thank you.
And let's see what he has here. Let me see. I'm going to DJ at a bar this weekend again, and I'll lie to play your music. I would love to play your music. I think.
Awesome. Okay.
So that's pretty cool. Good deal. Awesome. Amazing. So everybody that tuned in, también, throughout the show, I know there's a lot of people watching. Mr. Roy Mesa is watching the show. It's Amanda Gonzalez todavía. She's watching. Thank you so much, Amanda. Laura Marie Resendez is also tuned in. Thank you so much. Just going to run down the line right here. Some of the guys that are watching here that didn't comment or anything like that, but are tuned in. We do definitely appreciate you guys. Ricky's still on as well. I believe they're watching in the group as well. So thank you guys, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. And Crystal, of course, my guest tonight. So let me just get in a couple of quick sponsors right quick, and then we'll be right back to wrap things up right quick, okay? All right, so it's a big thank you to and a shout out to our sponsors. Book your appointment today. Heels on Wheels Mobile Notary, 832-598-5561. Also, Tumbleweed, Texas, Houston's number one spot for Tejano. Book your event today, 832-446-6949. And also being brought to you by the folks over at ACL Productions Pro Audio and Lighting. You can call them for your next event, 361-318-0229. 229. All right, Crystal, thank you so much, my friend. Until next time. Yes, until next time. Well, I'm sure that'll be very, very soon.
I will be over there soon.
Good deal. Yes, be on the lookout for her. She's going to be doing a radio tour pretty soon, guys. All right, it's a radio podcast and whatnot. She'll be out there promoting her new music and her new EP video and all that other great stuff.
Yes.
All right, so have a great night. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Bye.